Welcome back to Man Cave United. It's been a while. I've got my man in the cave, Mad. His cave's coming along very nice. He looks a bit tired. He's had the kids at the swimming pool today over at Homebush, so he's a bit worn out, the man. He's going to give us his opinion on the Manchester City, Manchester United game, the absolute demolition of United. He's not happy with a few players. So how you been, mate? And where are we looking?
You're pretty much spot on. I am wrecked. The day at the pools takes it out of you. The amount of chlorine they pumped into that place, it's unbelievable. But I'm not just happy with a couple of players. I'm unhappy with all the players, to be honest. It was honestly another disgraceful performance, another disgraceful excuse of an effort in a game of such magnitude against one of our biggest rivals, who obviously have dominated the Premier League over the last, I don't know, what do you want to say, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
And now they're looking down their noses at us now, laughing.
Yeah, well, they'll definitely take the piss. That's the worst part about it.
Teams that are lower than us previously and this season as well have taken the game to them. Yeah, they've got a freak up front, but to go 4-0 down at halftime, was it 4-0? 4-0 at halftime.
4-0 at halftime, yeah.
Fucking joke.
It was a piss take. Look, I was sitting here watching the game with Kira, and I reckon it was after the first 2 or 3 minutes, I was there saying to Kira, we're in trouble, especially when the early start, when we cleared the couple off the line, and they were just getting through the midfield quite easily, just on the kickoff. And I was actually hoping through the game, well, not even through the game, before the game, we'd have a couple of early hits. Look, Delo got that yellow card early, which
sorry, Adam, before we go into that, the lineup, what do you think of the lineup?
Yeah, look, I don't know if I was disappointed with the lineup, because I thought the lineup had done very well over the last four games that we won. Yeah. So I can see where Eric Ten Hag's coming from. But on the other hand, I actually did. I'm not sure if I always said it to you, or I might have said it to a couple of other boys that we talked to. I'm surprised Eriksen wasn't subbed. I think the game should have been a bit more physical. Actually, I think on our live the other night, we spoke about Casemiro and McTominay being in the midfield, and maybe Eriksen subbing in for Bruno, or Bruno just being up there by himself. Yeah, so I don't know, either, to be honest with you, with the lineup. I'm more pissed off that when we played Liverpool, we had players getting yellow cards, and in this game, no one's really getting a yellow card. Delo's one was fucking shit. It was a shit yellow card. I thought the referee should have let it go, to be honest with you. It was that early in the game, and I thought
2 minutes in.
It was ridiculous. A ridiculous yellow card.
It was more or less the first challenge of the game.
Yeah, that's right. So, the referee set the tone. He wanted to let Man City play. I'm sure he must have had him on the tab, and then Delo was effed in the A, for the rest of the game. So, look, it's a tough one. I'm trying to get it out of my head, to be honest with you. I haven't really read anything on it. I've seen a couple of pods on it, and it was it's a demolition. The demolition's probably an understatement. It was fucking insane. You got Foden's taking the piss out of the team, big time, being a Manchester boy himself. Yeah.
With the lineup, I wasn't surprised that was the lineup he was going to use. So obviously it was the same 11 that beat Arsenal in our last Premier League game. I can't remember the lineup we had against Sheriff in the Europa, but I'm pretty sure it was a strong one. I don't think the lineup was wrong. If the tactic was to sit back and try and hit City on the counter, if that was the tactic from kickoff, then we were always going to lose the game.
Well, you spoke about that. You actually spoke about that. You said, if I see our team sit back and try and get City on the counter, you'd be steaming. So you must have been steaming right through the game from
I
kickoff.
couldn't believe it, man. Because if you
Fucking
look at our
ridiculous.
last 4 wins, in the Premier League, barring maybe the Southampton one, because that was a bit of a ball fest anyway. But against Liverpool, against the big boys, right? Liverpool and Arsenal, we took the game to them.
Yeah.
Right? We put them on the back foot early. We get our goals, and then okay, towards the second half, they want to sit back a bit, fine. Try and hit on the counter, fine. But to do it against this Manchester City side, and every one of their 11 and their bench is world class.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like even
I don't think. Sorry, I don't think there's a player. There's not a single player in the league that walks into that starts for that Manchester City side. They do not have a chink in their armor. There is no weakness.
No. There's definitely no one at Manchester United that can play in that team. Absolutely no one. And I'm not here to write off Manchester United because we love United and we don't like saying bad things about it. But there isn't a player in the Manchester United side that could make that Man City side purely on the fact that they have to make a decision before they pass the ball. They can't pass with instinct, the Manchester United players. They can't. The amount of times they tried to play out and just got caught. There was one stage, I still remember one of our players had the ball, and it was like a packed defense. They had like 4 players around one man, and they still couldn't release the ball quick enough to break it down. I can't remember. Luke Shaw.
Someone must have turned on the United shot clock again, because it looked like every time we touched the ball, we only had 10 seconds to play with it before we turned it over.
Yeah. Oh, it was crazy.
Mean, we couldn't string a couple of passes together, and then for some unbeknown reason, we're trying to play this long ball and trying to get, play in behind City's back line.
Yeah, it's mental, eh? Absolutely.
It was honestly crazy. Yeah, my boy McTominay didn't have a great game. He was actually quite terrible. But so was everyone else. There's space in midfield. I've never seen space in midfield like that before.
Eriksen was like a school kid. I was disappointed for Eriksen. But then in saying that, again, I'm not going to sit here and just blame the players, because Erik ten Hag needs to take some knuckles for this for sure. I posted it was a coward effort from Manchester United, and it was
in terms of the effort though, I don't think it's his fault. That's on the players.
No, definitely not. No, but I just the setup for mine to sit back is coward against Man City. That's what I was posting about. I just thought we could take the game to them. We could at least try. Like, I don't care. They weren't trying. They were happy to sit back and let City come onto them. And they just pulled players out of position for the whole 90 minutes. It was mental. It was unbelievable.
I know we said in the last time we were on, we went live there on TikTok, we spoke about trying to nullify Kevin De Bruyne. And I know City has talent all over the park. Right? Yeah. But to allow the guy that much time and space, and just he put on a masterclass. And you know what? To be honest, they scored 6. I don't think they got out of third gear.
No, man. No, it was like I'm on different.
Those 3 goals. Those 3 goals we scored. That wasn't because we were a better side than them in the second half. That's because they took the foot off the pedal.
Yeah.
They're just knocking their gears down, trying to get back to neutral.
Yeah.
On a Sunday cruise on the way home.
It was like a friendly game. Guardiola goes, well, I'm going to take him off. I'm going to take him off. I'll take these 4 players off. And then he brought 4 on at the same time.
And those 4 that come on are still better than any 4 that we have in our 11.
That Foden, he's fucking mental. I don't want to sit here and just talk Man City, but you got to give him credit. It is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen a team like that, like the Barcelonas and stuff like that. Manchester United through the 90s, 2000s, they were good teams. Absolutely awesome teams. Barcelona, unbelievable team. Even Spain, when they were in World Cups and they used to play like that. But this Manchester City side, it's fucking something that I've never seen before. Haaland, we've said it from day, as soon as he got bought, we've said it from day dot. That bloke, I've never seen anything like it. How many hat-tricks has he already got in the Premier League? Three, four?
More than three. It's three in his last 3 Premier League games.
Unbelievable.
So that's 9 goals in 3 games.
In Maltese, we say, Mamma mia. Unbelievable.
You know what? And I'm not trying to play down Haaland's performance, right? City could have had Lukaku up front and he would have bagged the hat-trick.
Yeah, but
it's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'll tell you why.
Lukaku hasn't got the movement that Haaland's got. I'm afraid.
It doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You could be Darwin Núñez, that donkey that Liverpool bought. He'd be bagging hat-tricks for City.
Yeah.
They are that good, man. They are that good at creating chances. Honestly, the striker doesn't even have to be world class. They're just so lucky that they bought the next best thing, like the world's best.
It makes you wonder how in some games they've gone 2 goals down yet come back and won. Well, you can understand them coming back and winning, but to go 2 goals down in some games.
How's this for a stat? What was that stat that I sent you the other day about Haaland? Hold on, let me go back. Just bear with me, guys, because this guy is a freak of... Hold on, where is it?
You know what I was disappointed about? No one put a hit on him. Just fucking hit him. Like, it really... If someone had to put an early hit on him, look, I know he's a big man, and he probably wouldn't have felt it anyway, but at least let him know you're there. Just on someone, on Foden. Like, Foden's getting cheeky ass through that game. He was taking the piss. Just lay him out. Come on.
Where is it?
Even after the game, like, the media were looking for something to put shit on someone. They did it again to United again. You see that clip up they did on Harry Maguire where they made him smile when he wasn't?
Could you imagine if he was playing?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, bro.
Well,
I'll find it somewhere.
To be honest with you, he was playing with Ollie and we beat him 3 times in one season.
Yeah.
So
here we go. I found it. So after 8 games, now I just want everyone to let this sink in, right? 8 games, 8 Premier League games. I'll say it again. After 8 Premier League games, Haaland has more hat-tricks than Ronaldo, Jamie Vardy, and Frank Lampard. After 8 Premier League games, more hat-tricks than Jamie Vardy, Frank Lampard, and Cristiano Ronaldo.
That is mental. In the Premier League.
In the Premier League. I think Ronaldo has 3 in the Premier League.
Ronaldo has 3.
Yeah. And he equaled that in the last 3 games.
And Ronaldo only got his 3 hat-tricks last season. So he got 1 against Newcastle, 2 last season. And 1.
2 last season. That's right.
Yeah. 2 last season. Yeah. Yeah.
But this guy
and that's the other question, isn't it? That's the other question. Ronaldo scores 25 goals last season. And hands up, I'm not the biggest fan of Ronaldo. And again, Eric Ten Hag, Rashford was shit, man. He was so bad. And you know I love Rashford. But he was... From the kickoff, I saw him running towards the player, then running away from the player. And it wasn't full. It was no pressing, nothing. And I'm just thinking, well, it's hard to say. Do you play Ronaldo or not play him?
Let's say Ronaldo starts. Does that change anything?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Would anything have been different?
I don't think so, no. No.
Because we hardly touched the ball.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, if Ronaldo plays, right, we're not playing this over-the-top business.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that's 1, right?
Yeah.
But 2, we didn't keep the ball long enough anyway to get it to our strikers' feet. And then the rare occasions that we did in the first half, I know Sancho got the ball a couple of times, but was isolated on his own. There was no support again, just like the game against Southampton.
Yeah.
He's got two, three City players around him. No one to support him. These long balls over the top for Rashford to chase. Ronaldo's not going to chase them down. Well,
No.
he'll run, but he's not going to get it. I mean, there was that the centre back that City played, Akanji.
Yeah.
Right.
Akanji. Yeah.
I don't know how long he's been at the club, but it's his first game against United, and he went shoulder to shoulder with Rashford. He almost put him into the grand. He almost put him in the grandstand.
Yeah, well, no. But that's the difference, isn't it? They're a lot more aggressive when it comes to tackles and stuff like that. And there was none of that. There was nothing. There was no aggression for United. There was absolutely zero. There was nothing. It was right across the pitch.
Yeah.
Look, Malaysia, he welcomed to Manchester, man.
Oh, yeah, he got a good run.
Spanked, yeah.
Oh, no, and so did Delo. Delo had a horrible time from that first tackle that you said, in getting booked straight away.
We've got Varane now, could be injured.
Surprising. What a shock.
Yeah, actually, I haven't seen anything on that.
A gust of wind. I'm surprised he came back from the international break fit, honestly. Yeah.
So looks like
he's like a better version of Eric Bailly, getting injured every 20 minutes. And then Martinez and Varane didn't have the best game.
No.
Varane was actually quite ordinary.
Yeah.
And then you go to our midfield. Eriksen was quite ordinary, even though he got an assist in the second half, but he had a shocking game. McTominay was shocking. Right?
Yeah.
Bruno was shocking as well.
Yeah, the whole midfield was terrible. Right? They went missing. The space in the midfield was horrendous. I don't know what Bruno was trying to prove playing so high. He was so Bruno. He was that high up the pitch. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I was still waiting for the three. I saw Eriksen at one stage. He got beaten, and he's putting a sprint in to get back. Credit to him. And
Bruno's walking.
And Bruno's walking. It's just fucking bullshit. McTominay never stopped. I know I watched a different game, but as much as people were talking about McTominay never had a good game, he never stopped running.
This is the one thing I take issue with, and I know a lot of people disagree because they don't want to, for some reason, you can't criticize Bruno. He gets off scot-free every game. Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
But he left Christian Eriksen and McTominay so exposed against the world-class midfield, right, who just ran riot. Eriksen and McTominay was stretched from arsehole to dog's breakfast.
Yeah.
Right? All over. I've never seen a pitch look so big.
Oh, it was incredible.
The amount of space they had, and why? Why is Bruno pressing further than the front three?
Yeah, but that's it. But he's done that for the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah, the scary thing about it is, if you watch that game, and I felt Erik ten Hag should have made, because I think you questioned me at halftime. Do you think we'll make some changes?
Mm.
And he didn't. He didn't make a change, did he?
No, he did. He hooked McTominay. He hooked.
But that wasn't at halftime, was it?
Hold on, let me have a look. He hooked. No, Luke Shaw coming at halftime for Malaysia.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was like. Yeah, because that's when I said to you, don't worry, he'll probably throw United under the bus, and
So
that's
Luke
right.
Shaw,
And he nearly got beaten back post.
Yeah, straight away.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw, and then look, we can talk on how bad the performance was all day, and we're still not going to get anywhere. Can I just bring up one thing we haven't mentioned yet? And even though he didn't have a great game himself, but how good was Anthony's goal?
Oh, it was an absolute ripper. Yeah, his goal was a ripper, man. The way he took it inside, was unreal. Yeah.
We've got a couple of comments there on the TikTok.
Yep.
We got some new people. Alyssa, I've never heard of her before. Defense wasn't working for us. 5 in the midfield looked like there was 2 in the midfield. Haaland ran through everyone. We got Kira. She's saying yes, Swerve. Come on. Oh, hold on. I've lost it. I scrolled up. There she goes. Come on. Defense not on it. We got Ava's just joined. G'day, Ava. And there's that's all I can see at the moment. But and yeah, Anthony's goal. Back to Anthony's goal. It's such a shame that we'll never talk about this goal again, to be honest, because of
Who's saying, "Oh no, it's the thing."
what's that?
How good was it?
What's
He
that?
just came across the pitch, tucked away. He actually drew a player in, beat him, and whipped it outside in. It was insane.
What's that operation called again? I can't think. My head's gone. What's that operation they do when someone's dead, and they've got to cut them open to see how they died? Autopsy.
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 Yeah.
That's what it was, man. It was a fucking autopsy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just slowly picking out our organs and just tossing to the side.
The thing about it, I didn't even actually see it. I'm sitting there, just going, because I switched off. I didn't switch TV. My mind switched off from the game, and I was just thinking, what the hell is going on? Yeah, and then next thing I looked up, and it was in the back of the net, and I'm thinking, oh, and then I saw the replay, and then I had to watch it again the next day. It was an absolute ripper of a goal.
What do you think about the? What do you think about the away fans leaving after like
half time?
Not even half time. It was before.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, after the third goal, they started walking out.
It's shocking. Yeah, you can't do it. Look. I would never do it. It's not in me to leave a game at half time or anything like that. I'd leave through a movie if it was shit, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't leave through a game. No chance. No, never done it. Never will do it. I think it's a disgrace.
One of our members of the United Supporters Club here in New South Wales was at the game with his wife. Rob.
Oh, was Rob there? Yeah, I knew he was going, but I didn't know he got the ticket. Yeah.
No, he was there with his wife.
He was there. Oh, Paul.
He stayed for the full. I know. He stayed for the full 90.
He did he? Oh,
yeah. He's got to get his money's worth. So good on him, to him and his wife for sticking that out and braving the city fans.
Yeah.
So that
because I knew he was trying to get a ticket, and so he ended up getting one, which is good. Yeah, that's imagine that.
Even the substitutions were weird, man. Like bringing Fred on for Sancho. Well, in the 70th minute.
Yeah.
What are we achieving there?
Got an assist though.
Who gives a shit?
Sure. What do you do?
What? You know what I mean?
When you look back, maybe Casemiro and Fred probably should have been the two that were playing in the midfield.
Fuck off. Casemiro got put on his ass by Foden within fucking 2 minutes of coming on. He sat him down straight away.
Oh,
no, man. I was, mate, at halftime, I was just flicking through Twitter, and they had this live Twitter space going on, and people just giving McTominay absolute shit.
Yeah.
And just blaming the whole thing on him.
Yeah. You can't just blame one person in that situation.
Well, that's what they do, but that's it. Yeah. Because what they do, right? So for the last 4 weeks, McTominay's been near close to man of the match, right?
Yeah.
Right? Having fucking outstanding games. And this is exactly what they do to Maguire. And I'm one of them, because I do it to Maguire too. Right? But I'm a fan of McTominay, so I don't do it to McTominay.
Yeah.
As soon as the one misplaced pass, they're on him again.
Yeah.
But then I was happy to, and I never do this. I looked through the stats last night. McTominay's pass percentage was better than Bruno's.
Yeah.
His influence of the game on the United app was a higher percentage than Bruno. But how come he doesn't get no shit?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
In fact, before anyone goes and tells me, oh, I've got an agenda against Bruno, I'm going to say, yes, I do. He's overrated. Overrated. He's the most overrated player in the Premier League.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. I don't care. I don't like him. I'm sorry.
We're going to clip that, Matt. I'm telling
you. Clip it. I don't care.
Mate, I'm telling you. Mate, I have to agree with you because in big games, he's got a reputation for in big games not turning up. Yeah. He has got that reputation.
The first season when he did turn up in the big games is because he was unknown. Right? Yeah. No one in their right mind. And if they tell you they did, they're liars. No one knew who Bruno Fernandes was before Rio started tweeting, Bruno Day, come on, let's sign Bruno. No one knew who he was. Right? He's come to the Premier League as an unknown. Right? So the Premier League's still, trying to get around how to work him out. They figured him out after a season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they found him out.
He hasn't turned up in a big game since.
The easiest way to mark Bruno is just apply pressure. As soon as you apply pressure on him, he's just going to kick the ball wherever he thinks. So, and that's
He thinks he's playing. He thinks he's playing fucking NBA again. He's got to launch the ball within 5 seconds of getting it. It's not a shot clock, man.
Yeah.
This goes to all the players. Where was the care for the ball? Why are we not looking after the ball? Hold possession. I said last time when we spoke, what we do. It's not what we do on the ball that's going to count. It's what we do off the ball, right? And obviously, off the ball, we were absolutely shocking.
Well, look at the first goal.
In those rare moments when we had the ball, fucking look after it. You may not see it again for another 10 minutes.
Yeah. You look at the first goal by Foden. Who tracked Foden's run? Well, Foden picked it up on halfway. He ripped Malaysia. And then he's made the pass. Then he made a tracking run to the other side of the 18-yard box. The other side of the 18-yard box. And I don't know why Varane dropped so deep.
Can someone tell me why Eriksen's marking Haaland on corners?
Oh man. Well, Varane was off at that time, wasn't he?
But every other corner.
But we should have had the other one. Yeah, I know. I saw it a couple of times. That's absolutely mental. Like.
And then Paul Scholes, right? Paul Scholes on Optus Sport there on the Premier League channel that they play. And I love Scholesy. I'll never say a bad word about Scholesy. But to blame McTominay for that goal when Haaland jumped on the back of him, how's he going to know Haaland's behind him?
Yeah. No, it was just, I don't know. Even like a couple of times there, I feel De Gea, like, I know I can't really blame him for any of the goals, but for God's sakes, man, put your body on the line just for once in your career, because you haven't done it. And I'm a De Gea fan. My daughter loves the bloke, idolizes the guy. But dead set, there was a couple of times there where I felt De Gea could have come out and he could have just put his body on the line and smothered the 1v1 or just something, for fuck's sake. Just come down and put your body on the line for the club, because you don't do it. You don't do it, and he's never done it. Not that it's going to happen now.
It was a massive crash back down to earth. We can't escape that. Honestly, the best thing to do from now, because I know there's probably one more pod, or maybe two more pods that'll probably cover the same game, and I'll watch them. That being Borche at the football capital and Robbie on his It's a Football thing. But after those two pods, I never want to think about this game again. Ever. I'm not even looking forward to playing them at Old Trafford. It'll be
that's in January. That's actually the weekend that I leave. Yeah, the weekend that I leave to go to Malta and Manchester. So that'll be around January 13, 14, that game. So that's not far away in itself.
I might have to miss that game. I'll have to welcome my fourth kid into the world.
Yeah, well, when's your fourth kid due?
Around then.
Around then. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. No, I wouldn't be switching on.
No, I'll take the kid.
Well, anyway.
I don't know. Anyway.
All right, mate. Look, let's wrap this up. Let's not keep putting ourselves through this. I want to thank everyone that turned up on TikTok. We're going to try and keep going live. I want everyone on TikTok that actually follows us to go follow Man Cave United Mark 2. So it's Man Cave United 2. EMADS, it's another one of our pages, but we're trying to get so both of us can go live together on TikTok. We don't have to do it through the way we're doing it. Very amateurish the way we're doing it at the moment.
That's all right.
But no, we were enjoying TikTok. So thank you everyone for following us there. So
yeah, and everyone at TikTok that does follow us there, jump over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button as well. We've got plenty of videos that we've put on previously from last season and then obviously the start of this season as well.
100%. We're nearly at 1,000 followers on TikTok. On TikTok. On TikTok, we're nearly on 1,000 viewers. We're what, 888. We're on EMAT, so we're absolutely smashing it. So it's awesome.
Yep.
So we've got a couple of clips out of this one, and we'll get everyone to make some comments on Emad. He loves putting it forward, and that's why we love him on this podcast. And I love the man. He's an absolute champion. I've got to say, I hadn't spoken to him for a little while, and I was so worried about the bloke, and I love this guy, mate. He's an absolute
Are you
champion.
okay day, mate? I took Are You Okay Day a bit too seriously. I went for bloody 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Oh, I think it was longer. They felt longer than that. That's for sure.
Probably was.
I was very concerned for you and your family. So it's good to have you back on the pod, mate. And
No, man, it's good to be back. You know how much I love you as well, mate.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
mate. All right,
We
let's
love doing
cut
the
it
pod together, guys.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
But
Hit
other
that,
thing too, people, we're playing in a 7-a-side game, 7-a-side this weekend at 5 Sport Carrying
Sunday.
Bar. Oh, on Sunday. This Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
We're playing together. So me and Cave United are going to be out there kicking it around. I don't know how good Emad's knees are going to go or my calves are going to go, but we might be subbing in with each other. So we'll see how we go. It's all good
I'm
for
going to start
charity.
strapping up now.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thanks for coming. Remember to like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe on TikTok. And we'll talk to you all later. See you, mate. Talk to you later.
See you, bud.